War can cause wounds that last beyond the battlefield. Swords to Plowshares provides representation to veterans before the VA. We're seeing that there is an absolute epidemic of veterans being discharged with bad paper. They don't have an honorable or general discharge.
Because if you have a less than honorable discharge, you're no longer eligible for benefits. You can't go to school, you can't go to the VA Medical Center for medical care. So it's a big deal.
The overwhelming majority of them are combat veterans, and then upon return, no diagnosis, no treatment. Many veterans who have psychiatric disabilities or medical conditions where the symptoms of the condition may be mistaken for some type of misconduct or acting out, those veterans are the very veterans who need those VA benefits the most.
There's not a day or an hour that goes by that you don't think of everything that you've seen. You can't get rid of it. It's not going to go away. Shortly after I returned, your mind starts to get a little twisted and a little messed up, and you get confused on which way is up. So you do feel depressed and you do have bad dreams, but there's no one there to fix it. My brother-in-law came down. We were drinking and everything, and he handed me a joint. So I figured, you know what, I'm gonna just try and really escape everything I'm thinking about. I had a random piss test at my work. My company officer called me into his office and had explained to me that I had failed the piss test, and we're gonna give you an other than honorable discharge. It started me out real shitty, you know, for I guess life. I didn't have a job because of the discharge. I couldn't collect unemployment. My pain continued, but there was no benefits to be had. I tried to seek out someone for some help for 2 years before I found Swords to Plowshares. Teresa told me that they didn't have a real reason to kick you out.
So let me actually get Josh's file. Need 2 hands to pull this out. I know that if I didn't have any legal training and I needed to review all of this, there's no way I would be able to go through hundreds and hundreds of pages. Because of the legal training of our staff, we win over 90% of all of our cases. And this is very different from veterans who are trying to navigate this very complex, very bureaucratic system on their own.
Teresa set me up all my compensation and pension exams. I was super stoked because I had benefits now.
You know, the military is just not just going to a job. It's, you know, you're putting yourself at grave risk and your health at grave risk.
It's ridiculous when you have to wait so long for something that you deserve. I try my best to help veterans I come across at least get through the process of the VA, you know, to get what's yours.
I went to law school because I wanted to be able to further my social justice work, and having a law degree seemed like a great tool to do that. I don't think that the power of that tool has ever been more apparent than in doing this work. We're very lucky at Swords to Plowshares to have a very robust pro bono program.
You can really truly make a difference in a veteran who needs help, who's going to make a difference between getting their health care, getting a job, getting back on their feet, or really becoming another casualty of war. These men and women who are serving our country and who are bearing this sacrifice really deserve this kind of help and need it.